Namaste, Shri Guru Pyo Namaha. Welcome to the class. My name is Mary. I'll guide you for the next hour in this Hatha Yoga type class. So first, if you could just find a comfortable seat. You can see I have 2 blankets here, obviously a mat. If you'd like to have some props, a block or a bolster, or anything you have. You have a shawl that you can use for your eyes in Shavasana. So just gather yourself. And letting the eyes close. And just inviting yourself to the practice. Allow the tongue to rest on the roof of your mouth. Feel your breath gently coming and going. And we'll open with mantra. In the spiritual traditions of India, although they may have their different philosophies and ways of expressing and realizing the self, a continual thread through these traditions is sound, sacred sound. Shabda means sound, and mantra is sound vibration. That the meaning of the mantra is actually in the sound, not just in the translation. So we'll open with the Param Jyotir mantra, and we'll chant it with these little changes in the nasal sounds. So I'll chant, call and response, and I'll respond with you. So you can learn this very simple mantra that was taught to me by Vamadeva Shastri. Om Hrim. Om Hrim. Hang Sahasoham Svaha. Han Sahasoham Svaha. Om Hrim. Om Hrim. Han Sahasoham Svaha. Han Sahasoham Svaha. Om Hrim. Han Sahasoham Svaha. Om Hrim. Han Sahasoham Svaha. Om Hrim. Han Sahasoham Svaha. Just let your eyes remain closed for just a short teaching from the Recognition Sutras. You are the one divine consciousness made flesh. Your task is simply to become aware of this miracle, this fundamental fact of your being. Life has created a form by which it may know itself, and that form is you. You are awareness, and you are the vibrating patterns of energy that manifest within it. Awareness and energy entwined in perfect union. That's all that is ever happening, and that's all that you are. Now please go ahead and find your breath. Invite yourself back into the practice. The mind always coming and going like the wind. And just re-invite yourself. And invite yourself with minimum effort. Softening into what is. Opening to it. And becoming intimate with it. What is the minimum effort I can expend to be fully present with the movement of my breath? Perhaps just take that teaching with you. Minimal effort. When you feel ready, just open your eyes and slowly coming up to all fours. There is no rush. If your knees are a little bit sensitive, perhaps you just have your blanket like this. Okay, and then placing the palms. So perhaps, you take the kind of perspective that, everything is divine. Tantra says there's no such thing as evil. That evil is actually the absence of the awareness of the divine. Maybe letting your eyes reclose, settling your palms, allowing the tongue to rest on the roof of the mouth. Kind of subtle practice of Kechari Mudra. Lifting the buttocks, the chin, arching the back, open the throat, and then rounding the back. Perhaps coming into child's pose, if that's okay on your knees. Pause for that just gentle reflection. Let my breath be effortless. Let me flow in that effortless stream. And just settle the finger pads down. Settle the four corners of your palms into the earth. And feel the support from Ma, Mother. Inhale as you come up, arch the back. Exhale as you round the back. So gentle, maybe child's pose. As you inhale your breath, rising all the way up, arching the back. Exhaling as you round the back, maybe child's pose. The next time that you rise to all fours, come back into the back of bend, kind of arched spine. Let the finger pads settle. Just let the four corners of the palms settle. The tongue settled on the roof of the mouth. Settle your mind onto the effortless breath. Curl your toes, lift your knees, press yourself back into your first Adho Mukha Svanasana. And then maybe just shift your body, your weight side to side, unlocking the elbows. Just kind of letting go a little bit of what the form you're so familiar with has to look like. And just feel into the sensation. That's one reason you probably enjoy asana. You enjoy the sensation. So go fully into it. From here, we'll go ahead and walk our hands eventually back to the feet. So you'll come into your forward bend. I'm going to suggest that you have your knees bent and just completely let the head go. And sometimes that's not that easy, right? So be gentle, please. Be kind. Practice ahimsa, non-harming to your body. There's times you'll just feel the natural kind of inner desire to lengthen your breath. The ujjayi breath comes in, but it's not out of discipline or habit. It rises because it wants to rise. Okay, keeping your knees bent, letting your back just round as you come up one vertebra at a time, pressing the feet down, mind at the feet. And then you rise all the way up to standing. Your head comes up last. Om Namah Shivaya. Bring your hands together at the heart. Such a devotional mudra. Sometimes something so simple can just invoke such a deep mood. Okay, as you feel ready, sweep the arms wide and up, open the throat, bow forward, Uttanasana. Release the weight of your head. Bend your knees, sink your buttocks, Utkatasana. Inhale as you rise up, bring your arms behind you, interlace your fingers, lift your breastbone, open your throat, and then with bent knees, bow forward. Release the weight of your head. Relax your awareness into your feet. And again, just open to the breath. No force. And then let your hands come down to the earth. We can walk the feet a little bit wider and turn the toes out. If you need the stability of a block, you can always place a few blocks behind you and sit on the blocks. Or if you don't need that, then fine, you don't need that. Your elbows are inside the knees. The chin makes a little bit of a seal or kind of bandha, but mudra is soft. Close the eyes. This asana strengthens or provokes what we call apanavayu, the downward moving force of prana. Strengthens elimination, forgiveness, balances vata dosha. Simply grounds. Let the hands come down. Start to walk yourself forward, coming on to all fours. Again, just placing your palms, so sweet, so gentle, right? The earth, pravritti, bhum devi, uncurl the toes, arch the back, open the throat. And then this time, extend your left arm forward, your right leg back. You can just look down, placing the palm again, placing the knee on the ground, coming into your back bend, open the throat, extend the right arm forward, the left leg back, reaching out. And then placing the hand, such care, placing the knee. Curl your toes, lift your knees, press yourself back. Adho Mukha Svanasana. Okay, let's lift the left leg up to start. And just as high as you feel like going. Okay, we're not in a rush. The elbows are unlocked. And then taking the gaze forward, go ahead and step that foot all the way through. So if it gets stuck, just grab your ankle and bring it up there. Okay, you're welcome to have your blocks on either side of you or maybe just on your fingertips. Lift the buttocks to start and then gently place the back knee down. Okay, and just pause. Pausing kind of invokes this inner silence. Tongues on the roof of the mouth, if you're comfortable with it. Press your front foot down. Sweep the arms up. Interlace your fingers. Reach up. Lengthen to the sides of your waist. And sometimes mantras just rise out of this inner devotion. And then sweep the arms wide. Release the hands down to the floor if they came up. Please root the palms. Okay, all part of the practice, especially the transitions. So here we are. Lift your back knee, lift your buttocks. Step back again. Adho Mukha Svanasana. Okay, let the knees come down to the floor. Lift your chin, look forward. Ashtanga Namaskar. Bend the elbows, reach your chest forward as you come all the way down. Now you just settle the legs, the belly, the pubic bone. Maybe your hands come out wider. Some people enjoy that. Roll the shoulders open, rise up, Bhujangasana. And then coming down, turning your head to one side. Inhaling as you rise up again, Bhujangasana. Exhaling as you come down. This time, if you like, coming down with the sound of Om. Bringing your hands closer to your body. Lift the shoulders, let the chin come up, maybe even look up. Curl your toes, press to your knees, and then press back. Adho Mukha Svanasana. Okay, enjoy the practice. Enjoy the softness of your breath. Reach your right leg up. Take the eyes forward. Step the foot through. Remember, if it gets stuck, just help it out. And then stay up here for a moment. Maybe some of you are on blocks, yeah? Lift the buttocks, and then gently place the knee down. Just enjoy. Move in. Watch the breath. If it's comfortable, press the front foot down. Maybe sweeping the arms up. Maybe the mantra is just kind of rising out of the silence. Om Namah Shivaya. The arms drape wide. Release your hands to the earth. Lift your back knee. Lift your buttocks. Look forward. Push off the back foot. Step forward. Now from here, perhaps use a block for Ardha Uttanasana. Perhaps your hands are on your shins. Just don't lock the knees back. Right? Locking the joints, my teacher says, pushes the prana out. Okay, so we want the prana to move in. And then let your head go. Let your knees bend. Sweep the arms wide. Come through Utkatasana. Equestrian pose. Rise all the way up. Again, bring your arms behind your back. Interlace your fingers. Open the chest. And then as you bow forward, let your knees bend and fold forward. The Let your head just go. Let's move into that effortless breath. Let the hands come down to the earth as you're ready. Please go ahead, step your left foot back. Okay, you're going to root the outer edge of your left foot. So your front heel basically intersects the back arch. So we have heel to arch alignment. You can have a block near you. You can put on the outside of your right foot and place your hand on that block. If you don't have a block, then just put your forearm on your thigh. Try not to hike the shoulder to the ear. Okay, and then from here, we'll take the left arm up. Maybe if it's comfortable, you gaze towards the thumb. Okay, as you exhale, drape the arm over the ear, turn the gaze down. Now just pause, right? Resettle back into your stance. Settle into the knuckle of your index finger so the weight doesn't go to the outer wrist. And then just open up again. Left arm goes up, gaze to the thumb, arm goes over the ear. Just a few more times. You don't have to force your breath. You don't have to practice Ujjayi breath. Sometimes closing your eyes can invoke that kind of intimacy with your practice. The next time the arm comes up, we'll bring ourselves up, very strong pose, Virabhadrasana 2. And then straighten the front leg, bring your arms by your ears, and then sweep the arms wide, Trikonasana. Place the hand onto the shin or to the block. I like to use the blocks, it increases space. Brings harmony to Pitta and Kapha dosha. If you enjoy it, place that left arm over your ear and then just settle into your feet. Invoke that Appanavayu. Settle. Just surrender to the earth. And then sweep the arm up. Please bend your front knee. Come onto the ball of your back foot. If you're using a block, just place it to the left. Okay, and then take the gaze forward. So let the throat be open. Okay, this time we'll ground the palms. We'll try to keep the buttocks kind of low as you step back into plank pose. So the chin is up, but the buttocks is not up. So the buttocks moves towards the heels. Okay, you can drop to the knees, of course, or come forward on your tippy toes. Bend your elbows. Don't let your shoulders sag. Okay, come all the way down. Place your forehead on the mat. Bring your hands a little bit wider, maybe on your fingertips. Lift your shoulders up. Please settle your knees down. Inhale, Bhujangasana. Exhale. Inhale as you rise. Now stay here with the mantra. Inhale and exhale. Come down quietly. Okay, bring your arms behind your back. Interlace the fingers if that's not possible. Have the backs of the hands on the sacrum. Squeeze the shoulder blades together. Inhale. Lift your chest. Maybe even lift your chin. If it's okay, lift the legs. Try to get the legs close so your inner knees can touch. The eyes can close. And then release it down. Bring your hands in front of you, one on top of the other, And just rest your forehead on your hands. Relax all effort. And feel your belly pressing into the earth, moving away from the earth. Breathe with Ma, mother. You give, you receive. And then as you're ready, bring your hands back to the mat. Okay, so pay attention to the transitions. Spread your fingers. Lift your chin. Maybe your eyeballs even look up. Curl your toes. Press to your knees. And then press back. Adho Mukha Svanasana. Pressing your thighs back. Softening your ribs towards your hips. Think about your back, and your breath just goes. Okay, we'll go ahead and look forward. Please step your left foot forward. Okay, you can have your block, if you're using one, to the outside of your left ankle bone. Okay, or your form can go to your thigh. If you don't have a brick, your hand comes to the block. You're going to root the outer edge of your right foot. Right, lift the toes and then just settle them down. Okay, and then when you're ready, reach that right arm up towards the sky. Maybe look at the thumb. And as you exhale, your arm goes over the ear. You look down. Settle into your feet as you move the arm dynamically. So you have the strength of your legs, the stidham, and then the gentle kind of movement of the arm, the creativity. Okay, and the next time the arm goes up, just pause, settle into your feet, maybe even look at your left foot, and then rise up. Virabhadrasana 2. Okay, settle for a moment, and then straighten the front leg. Reach your arms up towards your ears. Split the arms wide. Shift the hips back. Trikonasana Triangle. Again, I like to have the highest part of the block. Brings me more space. Maybe you gaze towards your navel, breathing into your back. If you prefer, you can reach that top arm over the ear and just settle into your back foot. Reach, breathe. And gently release the hands to the earth. Come on to the ball of your back foot, please. Just placing your block forward, wherever. Root the palms, step back. Adho Mukha Svanasana. Okay, and then let's go ahead and again walk the hands back towards the feet. See that your feet are not together, maybe 2 fists width apart. Okay, press down to the knuckles of your big toes, your baby toes, the center of your heel. Relax. Just let go of your head. Okay, we'll place the hands onto the waist this time. Lift your chin, maybe gaze towards the front of your mat, and rise from the back of the head. Come all the way up to standing. Keep your hands on your buttocks. Let the chin slide towards the throat. And then let your arms relax down. Soften the shins forward towards the toes. So sometimes intimacy can come when we let go. It's a kind of trusting sattvic quality. Just like when you surrender to your beloved, or your children, or your guru. Go ahead and open the eyes. Bring the hands together at the heart. When you're ready, you're going to sweep the arms wide. I suggest look down, lift your heels up. So just balancing on your tippy toes. And then let the heels release down. Draw your hands back together. Fingertips touch. Inhale. Your arms go wide. You lift onto your tippy toes. Exhale. You come down. Your finger pads come together. One more time. Now keep the heels rooted. Slowly reach the arms up towards the sky. Okay, you can interlace your fingers. Maybe the pointer fingers come up. The tailbone lengthens. The shins come forward. And you kind of lose that rigidity. Sometimes that harshness that can come through over effort. And then just lean over to the right. Let it feel good. You don't have to push so hard. Reaching up. And then please go the opposite way. Again, the arms come up. You go to the right. Who cares if you go further? And then go the opposite way. Not measuring your worth by your flexibility. And then coming all the way back up. Okay, bring your arms down as you hinge from your hips and fold forward. Start to crawl your hands forward to the front of your mat into your plank pose. Okay, and then from plank pose, we'll drop the right knee down and then bring the right foot out to the right. So it's kind of like a little kickstand almost. Ground to the outer edge of your left foot and then root the right hand down as you just drape that left arm over the ear. The eyes can close. The palate feels lifted. Awareness towards the brain. Nourish the brain with Om. And then release the left hand down. Come back into plank pose. Just pause. Feel the strength of your own body. And then drop the left knee down. Take the foot out like a kickstand. Root the outer edge of your right foot. And then just ground to that left hand that lifts the right arm up and over. And just settle down. Bathe the brain, that big organ in your head, with Om. And then let the hand come down. Okay, come back to all fours. And then we're going to come into Asana. So, Asana really means seat, but this is a seat. So you can have your shins on a blanket if you like. You're most welcome to put a block or two, or I think even three you can use between your ankle bones. So you see I can pick the block up because I'm clamping it between my ankle bones. And then first come into a little back bend, right? Lift the buttocks and then have a seat, okay? So maybe some of you have the flexibility in your knees that you don't need to have a block. Wonderful, that's lovely, that's fine. And now just try to look back at your feet and see that the toes are pointing back and you're not, you don't feel all like shoved into the pose. Okay, your fingertips might touch the floor if you have long arms. Okay, we're going to slide the right hand out to the right. Try and root your whole palm. And then sweep that left arm, as you see here, across the horizon. Turn the gaze up towards the sky, and then you'll sweep the arm back the exact same way. Look down towards your right hand. So your arm moves across the horizon as you sweep it over the ear, turning the gaze up, and then back again, turning the gaze down. Challenge yourself to slow it down. Move from that kind of rajas to a kind of sattva. When you slow down, sometimes you really can investigate some of the thoughts or desires, some of them worth having, some of them not. Now the next time that the arm goes back to the left, use it to kind of pull you up and push off that right hand. Now the left hand comes down. Again, sweep the right arm over the ear towards the horizon. So it's easy on the shoulder joint. It's not up and over. You're tracing the horizon with your arm. Okay, just continue. But with this kind of, sweet devotion, whether it's to the self, the Ishvara, to the mantra Om. And then the next time the right arm goes back over to the right, just let it pull you up, coming to all, back to seated. Pause, eyes closed. Om Namah Shivaya. You're welcome to keep the block between your feet, or you're welcome to remove the block. I'll demonstrate it without the block. So, some of you are sitting between your heels. There should be no pain, right? No need for that kind of suffering in your body, please. Okay, we'll bring the hands behind you. You can come onto your fingertips. You can face the fingers however you like. Okay, and then lift the breastbone up. Let the chin start to bow. Let the tongue maintain its little seat, its little asana on the roof of the mouth. The roof of the mouth is like the bridge between the heart and the mind. Some of you might be very flexible or moderately flexible. You can bring your elbows down. Okay, as long as you're sitting between the feet with no block. And then you can lift your buttocks, kind of scoop your tailbone towards your knees. And maybe you're prepared to come down. Looks like I have a block here. Well, maybe I'll use it. So you can put it between your shoulder blades. And then maybe you can use another one, right? Spontaneous posture. And you can bring it under your head. Okay, some of you may enjoy this. Some of you may just want to go all the way down. You like being flat. This, of course, variation I'm choosing here, spontaneously, would be a bit more of a heart opener. Okay, so even if you're sitting tall, you can still be in the bhavana. So take your form of the posture and just kind of invoke a stillness. It's not rigid, it's not, forced or static necessarily. But it's like a dynamic stillness. Visualizing now the brain. See your brain in your head. Visualize the brain. Right? It looks something like a large walnut, right? Or cauliflower. But try and visualize your brain as this organ. And as you breathe in, draw in the white light and let it surround the brain. As you breathe out, feel the white light as a cooling energy bathe the brain. Breathing in the white light, breathing out the cool light. Let it bathe your brain. If mantra is so sweet to you, is so near to your heart, then inviting, which you probably already have, Om, with the visualization of the white light. Can you see that light? That translucent, sattvic kind of moonlight bathing your brain. Om. 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 Please take your time and prepare yourself with ease to begin to come out of the posture. Walk your elbows in. I'm holding my heels, pressing your elbows down, looking towards your navel, and then just walking the hands back. It's kind of intuitive, right? How to come up. Press yourself up. Lift your buttocks up. Okay, and then just scooch back. We'll cross the ankles behind us. please, and then come on to your seat. Okay, if you have a blanket there, you're just sitting in the middle of the blanket. Okay, and then we'll come on to our backs. Okay, some of you are having this block, so of course there's always options. Make sure your feet are settled on your sticky mat. Just kind of stay in that bob, right? It's very lasting when you begin to enter into the subtle. So you're most welcome to place the block under your sacrum and take a kind of restorative variation. I'm sure you need it. I doubt you need more sympathetic nervous system, so we'll just all stay here, I guess. Walk the shoulder blades underneath you, your ankles under your knees, your palms can face up. And maybe just kind of briefly check out your legs with your eyeballs and see that they're parallel. So try not to turn the toes out. And then just reclose the eyes and just go back into that visualization, please, of your brain. See your brain in your head, your brain, and see your brain bathing in white light, translucent white light. The breath, so sweet. The mind fixed on Om. 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 If you'd like to lift your legs, maybe just slightly move your block a tiny bit higher towards your head, just a smidge. And then bring one knee at a time into the chest, flex the feet, and maybe extend your legs up. And then you don't need a whole lot of effort. It's like, do you really need to flex the feet? No. So relax. Let the chin slide to the throat. Make your effort with Om, but it's so effortless. Bring your legs apart. You can hold the legs with your hands. You can engage the legs or not. You can just have your knees bent, like a kind of happy baby-like asana. Or keeping the legs straight. And then please bend your knees wherever you're at. Bring your knees together. Place one foot at a time on the earth. Don't strain the abdomen. And then we'll press to the feet, lift the buttocks. Please remove the block and pause. Okay, take your left arm, please, over your head and just roll through your left side. Use your right hand for support. Gently press yourself up, stretch your right leg out. And then please go ahead and find your blanket. If you have one, would be nice. And you just sit on the nice, folded edge. We'll extend the right leg out, please, and bend your left knee. Okay, you can pull the flesh away from the sit bones and pause. Now you're just orienting yourself to a seated asana. And when we pause, it has this kind of assimilative energy. Rushing is depleting. Taking your time is nourishing. And then slide your right hand out. And depending on how long your arm is or your torso, maybe you hook your big toe or whatever. Your elbow can go inside your knee. Your chin can come away from your throat, just kind of stretching the throat. And then press the sit bones down. Just root them. Reach the left arm up. And then maybe bring it over your ear. Maybe the dynamic movement of the arm feels nice. Reach the arm up. Turn your head down. And then bring the arm over the ear. Turn the head up. Maybe you just want to hold. You decide. The face like the moon, Chandra. The arm come up. Pull yourself up with the left fingers like someone's drawing you up. Place one hand on each knee. Om. Okay, transition slowly. Extend your left leg out. Bend your right knee. Okay, just kind of find your seat, your foundation, and then when you're ready, whatever you like with your left hand, the toe. I like to bring the hand inside my leg and then ground your sit bones. Right arm comes up and then reach it over the ear. Some of you enjoying the asana dynamically, or the posture, I should say. Some of you enjoying the pose still. But let go of the rigidity, of this kind of harsh staticness, even if you're holding it still. There's a dynamism inside. Even intimacy has a certain movement or shakti. Eventually the arm comes up. Draw yourself back up. Please pause. And then we'll bend that left knee in as well. Okay, so finding your asana, your seat. Okay, so you don't need blocks, I'm just using them as a book stand. So here we are. Your palms can face downwards. Your eyes can close. And let the alignment of the spine just arrive naturally. Maybe there's a kind of feeling of something sealing at the root, something drawing up. But again, this is not a forced mula bandha. Remember the teaching. What is the minimum effort I can expend to be fully present? Real presence requires softening into what is, opening to it, becoming intimate with it, until there is no it separate from you. Again, visualize the brain, the white light surrounding the brain taking its pranic bath, the mind bathing in Om. 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 Now slowly just find your way into Shavasana. Please take your time, maybe using your props, maybe placing a shawl over your eyes, kind of feeling of pratyahara. It's kind of closing down all the senses, just like the tortoise withdraws its limbs into its shell. You draw the senses inward on Om. Allow the body to open to the earth. Gravity softening the whole body. The mind releasing its gripping. You don't have to let go. Just stop holding on. Feel your whole body being held. The Shakti of Ma, the mother, is holding you in her arms. You're in the womb of the Devi, of Ma. When you need her, just call her. Ma. No mother ignores her child when they call. Feel your breath as an expression of the most beautiful one. Feel the throb, the pulsation of your own heartbeat. What is animating the heart to beat? Desire. What do you desire? Take your time. Take your time and start to move your body. Stretch yourself, your arms, your legs, your breath. Now on a more gross level. And then take your time, just slowly begin to draw the knees into the chest. Gently rock to whatever side is easiest for you. Please gently press yourself up to seated. And one last time, just visiting that teaching. It's from the introduction to the Recognition Sutras by Christopher Wallace, the heart of the Tantric way. You are the one divine consciousness made flesh. Your task is to simply become aware of this miracle, this fundamental fact of your being. Life has created a form by which it may know itself, and that form is you. You are awareness, and you are the vibrating patterns of energy that manifest within it. Awareness and energy entwined in perfect union. That's all that is ever happening, and that's all that you are. Shri Guru Pyo Namaha. Jai Ma. Hari Om. Thank you.